and it's slow.
But let's just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
Where the Iranian regime is today,
I'm sorry,
is nothing compared to the United States.
Hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step during this.
Wait. That's not.
Just when you think the level of stupidity can't get any higher on The View, they go and have this conversation. And make sure you stick around to the end as I share some statistics based on this conversation alone. And you're definitely not going to want to miss it.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
Where the Iranian regime is today,
I'm sorry,
is nothing compared to the United States.
Hanging black people. So
it is not even the same. I couldn't step during this.
Wait. That's not.
I got to stop it right there. Now, the argument is Iran and the United States in 2025, human rights. That's the basis of this argument. And what does Whoopi do? Go back in history. We're talking about what is established in law, or what is legal and justified here in the United States compared to what's going on in Iran. Let's go.
What you mean to say? It is the same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto.
I'm sorry.
I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you,
I literally said it was up to the Iranian people.
Yes,
it is up to them.
And that's why I am saying that it is the same. Murdering someone for their difference is not good. Whoever does it, it's not good. So that's why I said you weren't saying what I heard was not what you meant. I
think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black.
Guys, don't go.
Oh my gosh. This argument right here, this just shows you how indoctrinated and brainwashed people literally are. Whoopi Goldberg, whose career has spanned 40 plus years. She was doing her thing when she first came on the scene that I can recall, back when I was in high school, maybe middle school in the 80s. Color Purple. Before that, I think she was doing comedy or improv or something along those lines. This woman and Sonny, I don't know what her ethnic mix is, but it really irritates me to no end when I see these people who are successful and the Hollywood or celebrity, liberal, progressive is the worst. She currently talks about how gays are being treated in Iran and how it's legal. It's justified often due to their various rules and laws, some of their blasphemy laws, for instance. And she compared the black struggle, the modern so-called black struggle in 2025, to how gays are treated in Iran today. Or I'll go even further, how people who share different belief systems, how Christians may be treated in Iran. I'm telling you, these people are completely delusional. What world do they live in where they think that the modern plight of black folks is even remotely comparable to that? There's a world's difference between the occasional crime that takes place and laws on the books by a governing body that justifies and legalizes violence against certain groups of people. But she just don't get it. Let's continue.
Do not anyone at the table.
Let me tell you about being in this country. This is the greatest country in the world. But yeah, I know that. I know that. And we all know that. But every day we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals. And I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They are not educated. They cannot property. They cannot leave States.
I'm talking about here.
Nobody wants to diminish the very real.
I have to respond to what Whoopi said. And I'm not sure if she's going to continue on with that. But again, that goes to the level of brainwashing that takes place. Someone tell me, how often does just some innocent kid get gunned down on the street because they're running through the wrong neighborhood? I'll wait. Tell me how often that takes place. Let me tell you how often it takes place. It is an extremely rare occurrence. But if you sit back and all you do is watch MSNBC or The View or CNN, you're going to believe that garbage. You're going to believe that cops are gunning people down, innocent Black people down by the hundreds or thousands every year. Where you consider millions, actually hundreds of millions of contacts by law enforcement every year. And when a person is shot, an unarmed person, and I went in on this topic ad nauseum on this channel. One, unarmed doesn't automatically equate to you not being a potential danger or potential threat. But let me stick with what Whoopi said. You worry about your kids running through a neighborhood and being gunned down. You'll take a rare incident like the Ahmaud Arbery case, and you'll want to paint that all over the world like that's a common everyday occurrence. It is not. It is not, period. But yet you have these clowns here who are completely irresponsible, or I don't know if it's them being irresponsible or are they being paid to push an agenda. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if these people are ignorant, being paid, or are they being encouraged to promote this nonsense. It literally drives me crazy, y'all. That they want Black folks to walk around here in utter fear and terror that white folks are looking to hunt them down and kill them, or the police are looking to do that. And that is not the case. And I think it is disgusting, and it pisses me the hell off that these people are allowed to have a platform and push this nonsense, these lies to the world. Because once you have a group of people who are terrified, you have Black folks afraid to live and walk around in our society, what are you going to do? You are ultimately going to enslave them to this political party that seems like they care. And that's exactly where we are. Keep them afraid, y'all. Keep them dependent on the government, y'all. Disgusting.
Problems we have in this country. That is no one's intent. But I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way.
Who gives a damn how you feel? It's what's factual and what isn't.
Way. Listen, I'm sorry. When you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
Okay, they don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe. They can't go out of their house. The women.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
No, let me try something. It's like try to reverse roles with a Black person in this country, let's say, because I think that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Just try to understand from their point of view. From that point of view, this country does not do them well. Does not go for them.
I completely acknowledge that.
And we shouldn't compare atrocities. If you're talking about Iran, of course, is doing worse things. But relatively speaking, it feels bad.
Okay, but I think you know that Iran is significant.
I guess we're going to come back and talk. We're going to come back and talk more about this.
And I know what happened.
Lord have mercy. Let me tell y'all something. They're actually trying to have a discussion and trying to say that it's comparable, that the struggle that we've been through. I can't help but want to repeat this and go into detail. 65 years ago, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, all that we went through over the decades to get equal rights here in our country. What the one lady on the right side, I don't know her name, but what she's saying is that right now in Iran, a lot of the things that we take for granted today, they don't have. They don't have free and fair elections. They don't have an opportunity. I mean, and heck, I even questioned that here in the United States, largely, especially over the last 8 years or so, especially the last 4. But that's a conversation for another day. But like she talks about, she couldn't wear a skirt. She couldn't wear what she's wearing right now in Iran. She couldn't wear that. She would be arrested or maybe even beaten. And then women have acid thrown on them and murdered. It's insane to try to compare this. And then she wants to turn around and say this is the greatest country on earth. How are you going to make that? How are you going to make a statement like that when you're saying that it's comparable to what's going on over in Iran? You are an idiot. And I'm telling you, people like that sicken me. They're absolutely disgusting. And they are completely irresponsible. But what I wanted to do, I wanted to talk about some of the current issues going on overseas in Iran. And I know Wikipedia is not the greatest source of information, but let's just see what it had to say when it comes down to LGBT rights, for instance, in Iran. And you tell me if it's even remotely the same. You let me know. What we know historically or in recent years that goes on in Iran. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender people in Iran face several challenges not experienced by non-LGBTQ residents. Sexual activity between members of the same sex is illegal and can be punishable by death. And this is according to a 2008 article, Brutal Land Where Homosexuality is Punishable by Death. Is that going on here in the United States? Last I checked, gay folks have all kinds of rights. Some folks would say they have too many rights. And people can legally change their assigned sex only through sex reassignment surgery. Now we have people making the claim that they identify as male, females, multi-gender, intergender, all kinds of craziness going on here in the United States just by making the claim. But in order to get away with something like that in Iran, you literally have to have sex reassignment surgery, according to this. Let's continue. LGBT rights in Iran have come in conflict with the penal code since the 1930s. It says in post-revolutionary Iran, any type of sexual activity outside a heterosexual marriage is forbidden. Same-sex sexual activities are punishable by imprisonment, corporal punishment, fines, or execution. Gay men have faced stricter enforcement actions under the law than lesbians. This next paragraph says the Islamic Republic of Iran is considered to be one of the most discriminatory towards homosexuals in the world. It is estimated that hundreds or thousands of people were executed in the immediate aftermath of revolution, of whom some 20 were homosexuals. Ruhollah Khomeini called for them to be eliminated or exterminated in 1979. This is just some of what goes on. And y'all know, if you follow my channel at all, I'm a Christian man. I believe that homosexuality, all the things associated with the LGBT movement are sinful in the sight of God. And my heart's desire is that people would come to a true understanding of that and repent of their sin and put their faith and trust in Jesus Christ. I don't say that with any hate in my heart. I say that just as a Bible-believing Christian man. The main point of my conversation, how disgusting it is in my mind for anyone to try to even remotely compare what goes on here in the United States, these civil rights issues that take place in the United States compared to Iran, for anyone to even remotely try to make a comparison, you're insane. But let me know what you think. Comment down below if you appreciate content like this. Give me a like and subscribe. But before you go, make sure you check out this video above. I think you'll appreciate it.